أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة وإن من الحجارة لما يتفجر منه الأنهار وإن منها لما يشقق فيخرج منه الماء وإن منها لما يهبط من خشية الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Allah Ta'ala is saying in the second chapter, second surah of Qur'an, in verse number 74. Then after that your hearts were hardened and became as stones, or even worse in hardness. And indeed there are stones out of which rivers gush forth, and indeed there are of them which split asunder so that water flows from them, and indeed there are of them which fall down for fear of Allah, and Allah is not unaware of what you do. My dear brothers, in this verse, Allah Ta'ala is indicating about those people who are disbelieving and they are headstrong in their disbelief. They pull out against the Muslims. They remain firm on their disbelief even after knowing what's the truth. So this is the religious aspect of this verse, that those people are like the heart of those people are like the stones, like the rocks. They are as hard as the stones, or even more hard, even harder than the stones. Even in the stones, the water gush forth from them. You can see the water is gushing forth from them. Even regarding the stones, you can see they abrase out under the impact of water. Even the stones fall down under the fear of Allah, as you can see. But these people are worse than these stones. The heart are worse than these stones even. So this was the religious aspect of this verse. And regarding the scientific aspect of this verse clearly indicate about the development of human heart, how the human heart develops inside the human embryo. So let me compare it step by step. ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة. Then your heart became as hard as the stones, even harder than the stones. So here you can see when the stone starts forming, you can see there are the parts of clay, the particles of clay which join together and bond with each other. Then water flows over them, then the sun bakes them out, and then again water flows over them, then some more particles add on there, and so in this way the stone is born, and or you can say the stone starts developing. It's in the similar fashion during in the embryo, in the womb of the mother, not in the womb, actually in the fallopian tube of the mother, the first cell of the embryo starts, and it splits up into two cells, then into four, then into eight, and likewise then it grows somewhat bigger. Then the cells of the heart start developing, and these cells then start collecting up together. So this is the first stage. Now going to the next stage. وَإِنَّ مِنَ الْحِجَارَةِ لَمَا يَتَفَجَّرُ مِنْهُ الْأَنْهَارُ. And among the stones are those from which the rivers gush forth. So here you can see that the word is fajr, that is dawn. In the dawn you can see the radiation, the light of the sun is in very minute amount. So similarly, when the heart starts developing, as you know, there are two tubes in the heart. When the heart is in its position, in its somewhat definable state, when we can say this is the heart, two tubes, they combine with each other, and they join with each other, and then the blood starts flowing through it. It happens on the 21st or somewhat later day of the conception. So going to the next stage, regarding this stage further, the word is minhul anhar, rivers, not the river, not just one river. Now, if you study the blood, the human blood, the basic thing in which everything is flowing is plasma. Then there are red blood corpuscles, there are white blood corpuscles, there are platelets. These are four things. So you can say literally that there's a river of there are four rivers. One is of plasma, one is of red blood corpuscles, and one is for white corpuscles, and one is for the platelets. So there are literally four rivers flowing inside the heart. So it is perfectly matching with the formation of the heart. Now some of these hearts proceed to the next stage. وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا لَمَا يَشَّقَّقُ فَيَخْرُجُ مِنْهُ الْمَاءُ. And among these stones, some are those who split up and the water gush forth from them. So even in this stage, you can see there were two tubes. Now in this stage, the heart splits into four chambers. As you can see it, there are four chambers in the heart, and this is the somewhat better stage of the heart, where it functions much better and more properly. Then going to the next stage, وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا لَمَا يَهْبِطُ مِنْ خَشْيَةِ اللَّهِ. And among these stones are those who fall down under the fear of Allah. Here the word is yahbitu, and the root word is bahata. Bahata means uh, dropping down, and bahata also means decreasing, or it has been used for the decreasing of the moon. As you can see, there is a full moon, then it decreases somewhat lower, then further decreases, then further decreases, then it suddenly disappears. So if you compare the stone with the moon, again there are many metaphors that has been used in this verse. So the moon is also a rock. So here if we apply the same philosophy of rock, so here we can say that there are stones which decrease down under the fear of Allah. So you can see there are many stones who decrease in their shape, in their size, due to the abrasion of the water. Due to the abrasion of water, they decrease in the shape. Now coming to the heart, when you see that the heart is working, for example, this is our heart. In the normal position, it is this position, but then if it has to pump down the blood, then it has to contract. So the shape is decreasing, as you can see, then it relaxes, or it comes to its normal position. Then again it contracts or decreases in its shape. Again it pumps the blood in the heart. Now going further, min khashyatillah, with the fear of Allah. So this is well known that when we are fearing someone, the heart starts pumping at a bigger pace, so you can feel your heartbeat directly without any stethoscope. You can directly feel your heartbeat. So these are the various stages of the development of the heart in human embryo. وَمَا اللَّهُ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا تَعْمَلُونَ. And Allah is not unaware of what you do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow upon us the in-depth knowledge of Qur'an. Wassalam.